My dear friends, imagine a drop of water falling on a stone. One drop does nothing, two drops nothing, but thousands of drops, day after day, can carve the hardest rock. That is the power of consistency. My dear friends, life is not changed by one big decision. It is transformed by thousands of small ones we make every day. Imagine a tiny seed placed into the soil. On the first day, nothing seems to happen. On the second day, still nothing. Weeks pass, and the earth looks silent. But beneath the surface, roots are forming, strength is building, and life is preparing to emerge. Consistency works in exactly the same way. It is silent, invisible, and often uncelebrated, yet it holds the power to reshape your entire destiny. Many people wait for the perfect moment to begin. They wait for motivation, inspiration, or ideal circumstances. But the truth is, perfection is an illusion that delays progress. The magic lies in small beginnings. Reading one page every day can turn into wisdom. Saving a little daily can become financial freedom. Practicing a skill for minutes each day can lead to mastery. What matters is not intensity but continuity. Small steps taken daily become giant leaps over time. Another reality we must accept is that motivation is unreliable. Some mornings you wake up energized, ready to conquer the world, and on other mornings even getting out of bed feels like a challenge. If your progress depends on motivation, your life will move like a roller coaster. Discipline, however, is different. Discipline is a quiet commitment you make with yourself. It does not shout, it whispers. It reminds you to show up even when you don't feel like it. Consistency is simply honoring that quiet promise every day. Purpose also plays a powerful role in sustaining consistency. When you know why you are doing something, effort becomes meaningful. A student preparing for exams may feel tired, but the dream of a brighter future keeps them going. A parent working long hours may feel exhausted, but love fuels their perseverance. Purpose converts routine into devotion. Whenever consistency feels difficult, pause and reconnect with your reason. Ask yourself why you started, and let that answer reignite your commitment. It is equally important to remember that consistency does not mean perfection. You will have days when you miss your routine, make mistakes, or feel discouraged. These moments are not failures, they are part of the journey. The real danger is not falling off track, but staying off track. Be compassionate with yourself, learn from the setback, and gently return to your path. Progress is built not on flawless performance, but on persistent effort. At the end of the day, success rarely comes from dramatic actions. It grows from ordinary habits practiced with extraordinary commitment. The world often celebrates results, but overlooks the quiet discipline behind them. Years later, people may see your achievements and call them luck or talent, but you will know the truth. You will know it was the power of showing up daily, even when no one was watching. So as you walk forward in life, remember that consistency is not about speed, it is about direction. Move slowly if you must, stumble if you must, rest if you must, but never quit. Because the person who keeps walking, even with small steps, eventually reaches places others only dream of. And one day, when you look back, you will realize that the greatest transformation did not happen overnight. It happened quietly, patiently, and beautifully through the simple decision to remain consistent every single day. There is a beautiful truth about life that many people overlook. Greatness is rarely the result of one extraordinary effort. It is the outcome of ordinary actions repeated with sincerity. Think about the sun. It rises every day without applause, without recognition, without delay. Yet its consistency sustains life on this planet. In the same way, your daily efforts, though unnoticed, hold the power to illuminate your future. Often, we begin journeys with excitement. A new goal fills us with energy, and we promise ourselves dramatic change. But after a few days, reality appears, the excitement fades, distractions increase, and the mind whispers, maybe tomorrow. This is where most dreams quietly fade away, not because they were impossible, but because they were not nurtured with consistency. Dreams do not require extraordinary talent as much as they require ordinary dedication. The beauty of consistency lies in its simplicity. It does not demand perfection, nor does it require massive effort. It only asks for commitment to small steps taken daily. Imagine learning a musical instrument. Practicing for hours once a month cannot match practicing a few minutes every day. The same applies to health, relationships, finances, and personal growth. Tiny actions repeated faithfully accumulate into remarkable results. Life is not shaped by what you do occasionally, but by what you do consistently. However, consistency is not easy because the human mind is attracted to comfort. We prefer immediate pleasure over long-term benefit. Scrolling through distractions feels easier than working on goals. Avoiding effort feels safer than facing growth. Yet comfort has a hidden cost as stagnation. Growth begins where comfort ends. Consistency is simply the courage to choose progress over comfort, day after day. Another important aspect of consistency is patience. We live in a world obsessed with instant gratification, where success stories are celebrated, but the years of quiet struggle behind them remain unseen. A farmer does not plant seeds and expect fruit the next day. There is watering, nurturing, waiting, and trusting the process. Similarly, your efforts may not show immediate results, but they are building strength beneath the surface. Patience transforms consistency into powerful transformation. There will be days when you feel tired, uninspired, or discouraged. On such days, remember that consistency is not about feeling strong, it is about acting despite weakness. Even a small effort on a difficult day is a victory. Showing up when you don't feel like it is the true definition of commitment. These are the moments that shape character, build resilience, and separate wishful thinking from real progress. Equally essential is self-compassion. Many people abandon consistency because they expect perfection. They miss one day and conclude they have failed. But life is not a straight line, it is a journey with ups and downs. Missing a day does not erase your progress unless you allow guilt to stop you. Forgive yourself, learn from the lapse, and return to your routine with renewed determination. Consistency is not about never falling, it is about never staying down. As time passes, the impact of consistent effort becomes visible. Skills improve, confidence grows, and opportunities appear. Others may see only the outcome and call it luck, but deep inside you will know the truth. You will know that transformation was not sudden but gradual, built through countless small decisions made in moments when quitting felt easier. So walk forward with faith in the power of daily effort. Do not rush the process, and do not underestimate small beginnings. Every page you read, every practice you complete, every step you take is shaping a future version of yourself. One day, you will look back and realize that the most powerful decision you ever made was not a dramatic one. It was the quiet promise to yourself to keep showing up, to keep trying, and to keep moving forward with consistency, regardless of circumstances. Life has a gentle way of teaching us profound lessons through simple observations. Consider a river flowing toward the ocean. It does not rush in anxiety, nor does it stop in doubt. It moves steadily, carving mountains, nourishing fields, and sustaining life along its path. The river's strength is not in its speed, but in its consistency. In the same way, human potential is unlocked not by occasional bursts of effort, but by steady daily progress. Many of us carry beautiful dreams in our hearts. We imagine success, happiness, and fulfillment, yet often feel frustrated when results don't appear quickly. The challenge is not a lack of desire, but a lack of persistence. We live in a world that glorifies overnight success, but real growth is quiet and gradual. It happens in early mornings when no one is watching, in disciplined choices that go unnoticed, and in small actions repeated with faith. Consistency is the bridge between dreams and reality. One of the greatest misconceptions is believing that big achievements require big actions. In truth, life is shaped by the little things we do repeatedly. A smile offered daily strengthens relationships. A few minutes of exercise builds health. Reading regularly expands knowledge. These actions may appear insignificant in isolation, but together they create powerful transformation. Success is rarely dramatic, it is the accumulation of small victories over time. There will be moments when enthusiasm fades. Motivation is like a visitor, it comes and goes. On days when motivation is absent, commitment must take its place. Consistency is not about feeling inspired every day. It is about honoring your promises even when emotions fluctuate. When you act despite resistance, you build inner strength. Each time you show up on a difficult day, You reinforce trust in yourself. Over time, the self-trust becomes a powerful source of confidence. Another key element is clarity of purpose. When actions are connected to a meaningful reason, consistency becomes easier. A person working toward a goal that aligns with their values experiences effort as fulfillment rather than burden. Purpose transforms routine into devotion. Whenever you feel distracted or discouraged, pause and reconnect with your intention. Remind yourself why you began the journey, and let that reminder guide your next step. It is equally important to approach consistency with kindness toward yourself. Perfection is an unrealistic expectation that often leads to frustration. You will have days when you miss your routine, feel tired, or encounter setbacks. These experiences are not signs of failure, but opportunities for learning. Growth is not about avoiding mistakes, it is about responding to them with resilience. The true measure of consistency is not flawless performance, but the willingness to begin again. Patience also plays a vital role. Just as a tree takes years to bear fruit, meaningful achievements require time. Impatience can cause doubt, making you question your efforts prematurely. Trust the process and allow progress to unfold naturally. Even when results are invisible, change is occurring beneath the surface. Every small action contributes to the person you are becoming. As time passes, consistent effort creates momentum. Skills sharpen, habits strengthen, and opportunities emerge. Others may notice the results and assume they appeared effortlessly. But you will understand the quiet discipline behind them. The journey of consistency is deeply personal, built on moments when you chose persistence over comfort and progress over procrastination. So move forward with faith in your daily actions. Do not underestimate the power of small steps, and do not wait for perfect circumstances. Life rewards those who remain steady in their efforts, patient in their expectations, and compassionate with themselves along the way. One day, when you reflect on your journey, you will realize that the greatest transformation did not come from a single moment of brilliance, but from countless ordinary days lived with extraordinary commitment to consistency. Sometimes we look at successful people and wonder what makes them different. Is it talent, intelligence, or luck? While these factors may play a role, there is one quiet force that often goes unnoticed: consistency. It is not glamorous, it is not exciting, and it rarely gets applause. Yet, it is the foundation upon which meaningful achievements are built. Life is less about dramatic breakthroughs and more about steady steps taken with patience and faith. Think about a sculptor working on a block of stone. The first strike of the hammer changes nothing. The second strike also appears insignificant. But after hundreds of strikes, a beautiful sculpture begins to emerge. It would be incorrect to say that the final strike created the masterpiece. Every strike mattered. Similarly, the small efforts you make daily are shaping a masterpiece called your life, even when progress seems invisible. One of the challenges people face is the desire for immediate results. We live in a fast-paced world where quick success is celebrated and waiting feels uncomfortable. However, nature teaches us a different lesson. A seed planted in soil does not sprout overnight. It requires nurturing, patience, and trust in the process. Consistency is simply the act of watering your dreams daily, even when you cannot yet see growth. Trust that every effort is strengthening roots beneath the surface. There will be days when enthusiasm is high and everything feels easy. On such days, consistency feels natural. But the true test comes on ordinary days when motivation is low and distractions are abundant. It is in these quiet moments that character is formed. Showing up despite reluctance builds resilience. Each time you choose effort over excuses, you reinforce a powerful identity, the identity of someone who keeps their promises to themselves. Another important aspect of consistency is simplicity. We often complicate progress by setting unrealistic expectations. Grand plans may create excitement, but they can also lead to burnout. Sustainable growth is built on manageable actions performed regularly. A few minutes of practice, a small act of discipline, or a single positive habit repeated daily can create remarkable transformation over time. Life changes not through intensity but through continuity. Equally vital is the ability to embrace imperfection. Many people abandon their routines after a minor setback, believing they have failed. But consistency does not demand perfection. It invites persistence. Missing a day does not erase your progress unless you allow guilt to stop you. Instead of being harsh with yourself, respond with understanding and gently return to your path. Progress is not a straight line, but a journey filled with learning and adjustment. Purpose also fuels consistency. When actions are aligned with a meaningful reason, effort becomes fulfilling rather than burdensome. Whether it is a dream, a responsibility, or a desire for self-growth, your purpose acts as a compass that keeps you moving forward. Whenever doubts arise, reconnect with your reason. Let it remind you that your daily actions are not random tasks but steps toward a larger vision. Over time, consistent effort creates a quiet momentum. Skills improve, confidence deepens, and opportunities begin to appear. What once felt difficult becomes natural, and what seemed impossible becomes achievable. Others may notice your results and call them talent or luck, but you will know the truth. You will know that transformation was built through countless small decisions made in moments when quitting would have been easier. As you continue your journey, remember that consistency is not about speed but direction. You do not need to rush or compare your progress with others. Move at your own pace, but keep moving. Even slow progress is progress. Every step, no matter how small, is taking you closer to the person you aspire to become. One day, when you look back, you will realize that the most powerful change did not happen in a single moment of inspiration. It happened quietly through ordinary days when you chose discipline over distraction, patience over impatience, and persistence over comfort. And in that realization, you will discover a profound truth that the simple act of showing up every day has the power to transform not only your circumstances, but your entire life. My dear friends, at the end of life, success is not measured by how fast you ran, but by how long you kept walking. Consistency is silent, it is invisible, it is boring, but it is unstoppable. One day, people will see your success and call it luck, but only you will know it was consistency. So starting today, don't chase motivation. Don't chase perfection. Don't chase overnight success. Just show up every day with small effort, with big faith. Because remember this forever. Consistency is not just power. Consistency is destiny.